What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. And this time, honey, I'm back for my brand new Basketball Wives series, honey. Okay, let me give myself, honey, a big old nasty hand clap. Honey, just give me a big old nasty hand clap, honey, because I'm about to bring it, all right? The people that I will be covering in this series is Evelyn and Jennifer. We will talk about the good of their relationship, and we also will dive into how things got really bad between them. We also will be talking about TAMI and Shawnee and the role that they have played in ruining Evelyn and Jen's friendship. We also will be talking about how Tammy Roman was perceived when she first came on the show. Okay, and I was watching, I believe season 6, and Tammy was dropping so many jewels in one of the episodes that I was watching. You know, she just said a lot of stuff that made sense about this group of girls. So we're going to get off into that. But first, honey, we need to take it on back, honey. Way back to when Evelyn and Jen were friends and they were on good terms. Now, both Evelyn and Jennifer have bonded over the fact that, you know, they were with basketball players. I believe that Evelyn was with the man Antoine Walker. And you guys, that damn Antoine Walker looks a lot like Junior from My Wife and Kids back in the day. Like, he looked just like him, okay? Just darker. But, oh my God, he's a dead ringer for Junior off My Wife and Kids. Back in the day, now, not so much because he's put on a few pounds, okay? But we all put on a little weight when we get older. How you doing, Antoine? Anyways, and we know Jennifer was with that damn Eric Williams. And y'all know he was a headache out this damn world. The way he treated Jennifer, I'm like, Jennifer, why is you with this man? Why is you putting up with all this bad treatment, honey? Y'all see how he threw the drink all up in her face, honey? It was just a mess. But I just feel like these two ladies, you know, they bonded because they were both, you know, with the basketball players. And we know Evelyn and Antoine broke up. We know Jen got her divorce from Eric. So, you know, life got a little bit different. And things went, you know, haywire for the ladies because Evelyn began dating and possibly, you know, she was about to marry Chad Ochocinco, and then Jen just began dating, but she wasn't really committed to dating another athlete. But she had an issue with Evelyn dating Chad Ochocinco because she felt like, girl, you had already been down that road before. Why would you want to do that again? Okay. So let's just check out really quickly, you guys, the good times between Jennifer and Evelyn.
Shawnee suggested that Eric and I spend some time together to figure things out, and Evelyn automatically suggested, let's get you some lingerie. It's definitely been a while since I put on lingerie for Eric, so I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll buy a little something cute.
You know what? I think in order for me to get stuff like this, I need to find a man first. I'm not just gonna be buying stuff like this now.
How's that working out?
It's working.
What's the purpose? Like, you wear this to bed, it comes right off, and what? I thought it was bigger.
But I like that it doesn't look like, you know what I mean?
I was talking to Shawnee about, like, what's going on with us. And she was like, maybe you guys should do, like, you know, a little quick, like, getaway where we don't have any distractions, so we're kind of forced to deal with the situation and just kind of, like, figure it out. Like, because the thing is, like, I really haven't, like, been alone with him.
Right.
Then I think I will know, like, yay or nay.
Yeah. And I think you guys have a lot to talk about.
And then I'll be like, you know what? I really tried.
And Jennifer are going to confront Susie, and I'm ready to ask her, you know, why she can't keep her mouth shut.
So, what's the strategy?
I don't know what the strategy is. I'm just gonna kind of vibe it out, see how it goes. I just have a feeling she's gonna lie because she's a lying bitch. But I'm curious to see what she's gonna say in front of my face. And she's gonna come in here, hi. Watch.
Hey. What's going on?
Yeah, nothing much. How's everything?
Good. What's going on? What you do today?
Show the property.
Oh, okay.
I did want to speak to you about something.
Coming up on Basketball Wives.
About something. Because obviously you had a conversation with a mutual friend of ours.
Oh, it's about to go down.
The way I felt about it is like, there was things that he said to me that I feel like you shouldn't have spoken about. Do you understand what I'm saying? And the last time I looked, like, we were grown women. Like, we're in Vegas, we're having a good time. Like, why are you even speaking about, like, what the happened in Vegas?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what me up about you. Like, I felt like you have no loyalty at all.
Anything that I said, I never meant to throw you under the bus, regardless of anything.
Why would you even speak to him about me? So she's playing like the victim, and that's not how it happened. You're diarrhea at the mouth because you can't help yourself.
We have this circle
Right.
that we all have a common bond. It's basketball and these players. Whatever happens or whatever I confide in with you about or with her, that's where it stays. We all went to Vegas. We had a good time regardless of who we hang out with. I mean, every other week, Eric thinks that I'm screwing somebody just because I'm out and they might be in the same club.
You know, when he asked me if I knew anything, I never should have told him, like, yeah, you know, we were hanging out in Vegas, like, you know, him and his friends or anything like that.
Susie, you told him that it happened in Vegas, dude.
I didn't tell him
Like,
anything. I did not tell him that you
only-
had sex with anybody. I did not tell him, like,
Susie,
nothing happened.
Like, I feel like you betrayed me. Like, if with me, Susie.
Right.
Never have I said anything about you.
I've never said anything about you.
Let's go. You don't need to be in here with this crying.
Just know that I never betrayed you.
At this point, I'm frustrated because I felt like I couldn't get my point across, and we ended this situation with nothing resolved.
Now, really quickly, you guys, you all hear that at that time, Jennifer did not know if she was going to leave Eric. And, you know, she had been in constant talks with Shawnee about, should I leave him? Should I stay? She also talked with Evelyn about that situation. So that was kind of the nature of their friendship back then, you know, being there for her as a woman that is wondering, should she get a divorce, you know, from this nasty, cruel, and vile man. And that damn Eric is just not cute, honey, okay? Jennifer, honey, did you pick him out in the dark? Like, what the hell was you doing, honey, okay? And then, you know, we hear Evelyn, she is, you know, newly broken up from her ex, Antoine Walker, and, you know, she's contemplating dating, and they both confront Susie about some rumor that Susie spread to a mutual friend of theirs about basically Evelyn acting like a hoe in Vegas. And we've all heard similar stories of Evelyn being a hoe. We don't need to get off into that, okay? But, you know, Evelyn and Jen left Susie walking hand in hand, hugging each other. And, you know, they was the bestest of friends, honey. And I remember when I didn't watch this show, you guys, as soon as it came on. I didn't get into this show, it seems like, until like season 3, I'm thinking. But yeah, the first couple of seasons, I remember like it was yesterday seeing Evelyn and Jen always on screen together. I was like, is that her long lost sister or something? Like, why are these two always together? But they were besties, you know, that's what besties do. They confide in one another. They there for each other. They will gang up on a bitch together, okay? So that was pretty much, you guys, the nature of their, you know, relationship then. And then we are introduced to TAMI, Tammy Roman season 2, and the ladies had a few judgments about Tammy, both Jennifer and Evelyn. Shawnee didn't say too much, but you could tell that bitch had some judgments too. So let's get off into that.
That's like, it's like a hide, because I hate to cook.
Right.
The hide.
You did tell it like it is.
I know you do. I really love to cook.
I love to make reservations.
So,
The extra chair, I already know. I know what's coming. My friend from way back, Tammy, and we just kind of reconnected.
what's her story? What does she do?
She,
You know, we need the 411.
Right. She has 2 kids, a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old.
Oh, wow.
By Kenny Anderson, and they were married.
Whenever I mention bringing someone new in the circle, it's like, who is it? What do they do? Where are they from? Blah, blah, blah. You know, that I have to give the rundown on everybody, and they always get the negative before the positive.
Like she said, they've been on like food stamps since all of this at one point. And she really struggled.
And we'll see, you know, who knows? Evelyn and
Now, really quickly, I don't know why it was a big deal that Tammy was on food stamps. Evelyn, you said that you used to be on stamps too when you had your daughter as a teen mom. So, honey, like for Evelyn, in my opinion, to kind of act bougie, like she don't know what food stamps is, I was looking at her like, girl, bye. Jennifer, on the other hand, you know, she claims she didn't grow up, you know, receiving any food stamps. So I could understand with her, but still, don't act bougie, you know. I'm sure y'all know somebody that used to be on some damn stamps, okay?
and Tammy could hit it off and be the best of buds, or it could all go downhill very quickly.
Her personality is a lot like yours.
Well, it could be like, oh my God, we're from the same cloth. Or
Now, what do you guys think of that? Shawnee said that Tammy and Evelyn's personality is a lot alike. Do you all agree with that? I think that they are very outspoken women. They both have that in common. They are both fierce, strong, independent, go-getters. But at the same time, I feel like they are different. Evelyn, in my opinion, comes off as acting, bougie. You don't really fit in with me. I'm the pretty girl. Where Tammy is, laid back, down to earth. Evelyn can be those things too, but she always wraps herself in the whole, well, I look like this and I'm like this, and you can't really be around me, and you got to be special. You got to look a certain way to be around me. And Tammy is not like that. She just who she is. She knows that she is an attractive woman, but I've never really seen Tammy try to exclude people from being around her based off of how they look, the way I have seen Evelyn try to do that bullshit. With Tammy, it's kind of, don't put your hands in my face or I'm gonna jump on you. And they both have been bullies on this show. They have that in common too. Okay, and weren't they both born in New York? They got that in common. But yeah, they definitely, have their differences. Evelyn is a little bit more feminine and into fashion. Tammy dresses nice too. She didn't dress all that nice when she first came on the show, but she dresses pretty well, now, and always has her hair and nails done, what was it? Season 3. Yeah, she really has stepped her game up on the show.
bitch, I don't like you.
Right.
We know how that goes.
Yeah.
That might not work.
Well,
with
if you
her.
don't like each other, you need to choose one friend.
Here we go. It's ride or die.
It's about to die,
Always.
bitch.
That's what's up.
It's hard for me to trust women, especially when it comes to getting in our circle. I have my guard up. I do.
How did you tell her?
She's trying to be fashionably late. She
I
needs to
don't
be
know.
fashionable.
Right? Fashionably on top.
Y'all hear that already? Talking about fashion. Tammy hasn't even arrived yet. So let's just see how this goes, honey. Because this right here sets the tone for how everything ended up playing out with them later on down the line. So let's just get it started, honey.
I'm having a hard time focusing. Hey, how are you?
I'm Evelyn. Nice to meet you.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Jennifer.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know how the guys were on the team at the same time or not on the same time.
Well, I think Kenny played when Antoine was there, but I wasn't a fan of Boston, so I didn't come that
Well,
much.
most of our dudes played
Yeah, Kenny
together.
was like 2 doors down from me.
Stop it. So you saw the mistress?
Well, I don't.
We're like, which
I
one?
want to know. Yeah, no, I mean, he was with
Right.
the mistress.
Oh, was that
Now, really quickly, you guys hear TAMI bringing up the mistress. Now, mind you, this is season 2, episode 1, and her and Evelyn don't get into it until the end of the season. And already, Evelyn should have figured out that, Kenny was married, when he was with TAMI. I don't understand why it took her to the end of the damn season to tell TAMI that. So that's interesting. And at the table, she's kind of looking at TAMI funny, but you know that name, bitch. You know Kenny Anderson, and you know that you slept with him. So I just thought that I would bring that little nugget up.
That the mistress? We thought that was the fiance wife.
How you gonna be the fiance when he married?
I wouldn't mind hanging out with Tammy. But at the same time, I don't really see, being good friends or talking on the phone. I don't see it happening.
Bam! Did y'all hear that? So from day 1 of meeting TAMI, Evelyn didn't see them as being friends, talking on the phone. This is out of her mouth, okay? The first time she meets TAMI, these are her thoughts. She did not get to know this lady. She didn't wait until, they had a falling out with each other to feel that way. You're just now meeting her, and already you are in your confessional talking shit. You guys pay attention to that. A lot of what these people do, I realize on these shows, they reveal themselves later on, and it's like, oh, okay, now I see why you treated her like that. Now I see why you did that. Makes a lot of sense.
So what's going on with your leg?
Oh my God, that's like the trending topic. It depends on what day it is.
Okay.
He's been cool, like he hasn't done anything crazy to my knowledge for a minute.
Okay.
But at this point, if he did something, I probably would be ready to walk away.
Be ready to or walk away? You always like...
Jennifer starts having a conversation with Tammy about, her relationship with Eric. I don't think it's smart. I don't think she should, she doesn't really know her like that.
I'm going to go to the restroom later.
You're saying that she doesn't know TAMI like that, but they're going to be getting to know each other on the show. And Tammy asks Jennifer, what's up with you and E? See, even though you all are not friends, you all have mutual friends. You all have heard of each other before. Like, all of these women, you guys, have bonded over the fact they are with these basketball players. And I believe Eric and Tammy's man played together. I mean, yeah, you don't know her, but shit, both of y'all men done played together. Evelyn, your man done played with Tammy's man, and Shawnee, her man, probably done played with one of y'all's men. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, yeah, you're talking to a stranger, but she's gonna be in the clique. I didn't really feel like it was a big deal for Evelyn to say that because Tammy is gonna be around. No, she does not know her, but Tammy asked Jennifer a specific question, and Jennifer, as a grown woman, answered the question. And to me, she didn't give off a lot. I mean, it was no secret to anybody that she struggled in her marriage to Eric Williams. She dibbled and dabbled, the first 3 seasons of Basketball Wives? Is she gonna stay in her relationship? Is she gonna leave? So it is what it is. But you can already tell with Evelyn, there was, some bitterness towards TAMI. Like I don't know. It's like she didn't really want her in their circle. And, she just wasn't really all that welcoming.
I'm gonna sit back and let you go.
So we hear TAMI. She gets up and goes to the bathroom. And already Shawnee is looking at Evelyn because she knows how her good girlfriend is. She knows how judgmental she is. So check out what Evelyn had to say.
Go ahead. It's on your heart, as they say. Nothing, Evelyn?
No, she really does seem nice. Yeah. But, I just look at a million other things that kind of disturb me.
Like what, Evelyn?
The weave, the nails. I don't know if I'm really feeling your girl.
There it is. Bam. Judging this woman off of her physical appearance. Now, I know a lot of y'all may come for me in the comments and say, well, we all judge people. And yeah, we do. But when I first meet somebody, I'm not like, your nails ain't done and we can't ever be friends. I'm just not that girl. Your hair ain't the way that I would wear it, so we can't be friends. And I'm not superficial like that. Yes, I like to look pretty. I like to look nice. And yes, it is beneficial to have women friends that are nice looking and appealing. That is something that a lot of women strive for. But to me, it was way too early on for Evelyn to be judging TAMI in such a way. It just shows you how superficial she is. And I highly doubted that, Evelyn, your welfare recipient ass, was like that before you got with Antoine Walker. I'm sure the hair and the nails and the clothes were not that appealing, because I have seen pictures, you guys, of Evelyn before she got with Antoine, and homegirl was looking busted like a can of biscuits. She was always attractive, but let's keep it real. She was not as attractive as she is now. It looked like she didn't got a tan. Her hair looks a lot better. Nails are polished. But the pictures I've seen of Evelyn, she didn't have no makeup on. She was a plain Jane. So, it's just so interesting that now that I've gotten money from Antoine Walker and, I done got myself my own career, she had the little store Dulce, now, and which I heard that money for that store came from Antoine. Now that I got my coins together, I'm going to judge the next woman where, hell, at one point in time, she was just like TAMI. And that is just what's very interesting. So to me, she shouldn't have been judging TAMI like that when she has had very humble beginnings her damn self.
Do we trust her? I don't. You know what? Maybe I need to be around her a few more times.
Yeah, it's too.
Why are you saying shit like, should we trust her? You don't, the only person that you shouldn't trust is that damn Susie. Susie would run and tell all their damn business and they would cuss her the fuck out, So that's who you shouldn't trust.
First meetup, and I clearly am not saying everybody needs to be like BFFs, because I don't believe that is real. Right. All right. What was
So TAMI comes back to the table.
y'all saying about me?
No, I was telling them I had never seen a food stamp before.
Oh, yeah.
And in my opinion, it was unnecessary for Jennifer to bring up the fact she never saw a food stamp. And, it's just like, okay, we get it. You grew up privileged. But, I don't know. I just really did not like, you guys, how they clowned her. When she first came on the show, it's unnecessary to me to look down on somebody. Now, if TAMI would have came for them and would have been nasty and mean, and then they clowned her, that would be different. But you're just meeting teasing somebody. You know, you guys are this damn superficial. Shawnee is at the table laughing, thinking the shit is funny.
Ooh, I didn't know I was having dinner with Jennifer Trump.
I know that's right, Tammy.
This is great.
I was worried. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like her because I saw the pictures and all that stuff.
They're talking about Evelyn's nude pictures that her ass put up. She talking about somebody else put them up. Bitch, you put those pictures up for attention. And I am glad that Tammy joined the women because to me, she brought some likability to the show. That's before she started beating the hell out of everybody, you know. But, you know, she was relatable. She was honest. She was transparent. She wasn't all stuck up and bougie, you know, like the rest of these girls. You know, this was a woman that was no nonsense. You know, she didn't take shit from nobody. And Tammy was very much so just as attractive as Evelyn and Jennifer and the rest of the women on the show, if not more. You know, she was very pretty eyes, pretty curly hair, you know, when it wasn't put away in a bad wig, of course. But I digress.
Are they real? No, they're really fake. They look real.
She's like, you serious?
They talking about Evelyn's fake ass titties. All right, you guys. So that concludes part 1 of the Basketball Wives series. Okay. We will be covering the other, I think we got maybe 3 or 4 more parts. Yep, I believe we do. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.